Okay, so before we begin, we'll proceed on doing some ice breaking, then like introduce each other about your company, about yourself. Please do so.
Okay, hello. Nice to
Yep.
meet you.
Meet you too.
Yeah, my name is Min Soo Kim, Web Solution Marketer. So I'm gonna start the presentation first, and we'll do the Q&A, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds great.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So again, this is Davis Kim from AV News, and we'll begin the meetup first with the presentation, then with the interview. So have a great meetup and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, then oh, give me a second, please.
Run.
Does it show up, right?
Yep.
Okay. So let me start the presentation first. So revolutionizing your life with the future of true wireless. So we are the Wolf Solution. Wolf Solution is the forefront of long-range wireless charging technology, which eliminates the need for charging cable and primary batteries. The key to making this possible is our patented and manufactured ultra-compact RF power amplifier package and high-efficiency rectifier. So as we all know, with the advent of the 5G era, the emergence of IoT devices and smart devices is leading the world toward a path of wireless innovation. Indeed, the sales of wireless charging products are showing a steep increase every year. So consumers are now trending toward preferring wireless charging product over wired ones. So what has triggered this paradigm shift? The first reason we can point to is the issues of battery replacement. In smart factory or smart home environments, hundreds, thousands of batteries are required for sensors. Managing these batteries with their varying replacement cycles based on usage frequency leads to a high cost of maintenance, including labor cost, necessitating a solution. So moreover, the use of power cords significantly resists the mobility and flexibility of products in smart factories, logistics, and retail industry, undermining the smartness of equipment. Lastly, we cannot ignore the environmental issue. The amount of primary batteries disposes of after use is expected to exceed 40 million by 2025. This poses a significant challenge to sustainable environment practices, directly intersecting with global initiatives like RE100 and the essential replacement of requirements of ESG management. So wireless charging stands out as an innovative solution to challenges associated with wired charging and the use of batteries. It offers realistic and convenient alternative. No more worries about battery replacement and no more cumbersome wiring. So there are primarily three types of wireless charging: inductive, resonant, and RF charging. Inductive charging is commonly used for charging a smartphone. It charges only one device at the one time and requires close contact with the charger, which is limitation. And resonant charging can charge two devices up to 30 centimeters apart, yet it doesn't significantly enhance mobilities over wire charging. So RFR charging, our technology can charge dozens of devices simultaneously, even from a distance. And this is a true essential wireless charging. So it can additionally, as shown here. So while induction charging manage low frequency band, resonant and RF charging use high frequency bands managed by air fuel. So this position RF charging as a market with fresh and expensive potential. So we are built on years of accumulated research and development experience. We offer wireless charging solution for all range, short, medium, and long distance. So while the transmission of power is important in wireless charging technology, the reception part is efficiently received. This power is equally crucial. Wolf Solution manufactures its own receiver chip with a 3-watt power reception capability, which is 15 times higher compared to the 0.2-watt receiver chips from other companies. So moreover, our charging efficiency of 60% and a miniaturization that is 10 times better than our competitors. So not to mention our patented MFMC, multi-frequency multi-charging technology, enables us to charge multiple devices simultaneously from as far as 6 meters away. So thanks to our advanced tech at Wolf Solution, we can meet all kinds of needs from our clients. We do more just charge devices. Our technology helps make our clients' products really stand out in the market. So the reason why we could do all this work, our CEO, Mr. Lee Kyung-hak, has over 20 years of deep experience and expertise in the field of antennas and power amplifiers. Additionally, more than 60% of our team is made up of engineers with outstanding technical skills. So now we have more than 28 patents, and not only that, but we are also working closely with the government, Korean government, through the ICT regulatory sandbox to create standards and specifications available us to maintain a rapid growth rate every year. So furthermore, through collaboration with major corporations like SK Telecom, LG Electronics, and Hyundai Motors, we have been able to validate our technology through various POC products. So the foundation of the success lies in the transmission and reception system that we've designed and manufactured in-house. We have two main wireless charging technology. The first is our transmission technology, notably our hybrid package technology, proprietary patent development in-house is applied to our ultra-compact power amplifier, which are comprised of 7 specific sub-component groups. The second technology is our reception technology, where the most crucial component is the receiver chip. We've also developed this chip using our proprietary technology. Wolf Solutions Web Series boost up to 3 watts of power conversion performance per chip. Beyond just superior performance, we've implanted the chip in the package to ensure that Wolf Solution products deliver optimal performance in real-world commercial environments. So this is entire manufacturing process of receiver chip. In this way, Wolf Solution manages and conducts all process in-house to ensure flexibility in product development and to provide customized solution to our clients. And these are the regulation parts, so I will skip it. So currently our technology can only provide charging solution for device up to 3 watts because we have the 3 watts receiver chip. However, with the development of our receiver chip, we will be able to charge a device that requires higher power. Ultimately, our goal is to offer charging solution up to 1 kilowatt by 2028. So let me introduce you to future applications that our technology can accommodate. Starting from 2030, the introduction of 6G technology, surfacing 5G is expected. The number of IoT sensors already inclusive with 5G is anticipated to surge once again. Unlike 5G, where the concept of energy harvesting wasn't present, 6G will include energy harvesting in the bundle format as a solution to charge these sensors. So more aligned with the carbon neutral trends, RF energy harvesting technology will utilize as a key point in 6G environment. So furthermore, robust equipment with AI will lead the way in this change. This robot will able to automatically charge various devices as they move from everyday space to inaccessible to humans. This advancement will completely eliminate the hassles of complex wiring tasks or the need of manual battery replacements for users. Okay, thank you for the attention.
Of course, thank you. Okay. So yeah, I had a few questions here, some of which I think have already been answered, but go through. I should think before I get into some of the other questions, I wanted to go back to because I wanted to understand energy harvesting a little bit better.
Yeah.
Would that be kind of relying more on sort of ambient waves coming from like 6G transmitters, or what exactly is the difference between energy harvesting and like what is happening now with the transmitters and the receivers that Warp Solution already has?
Okay, so for easy understanding, I prefer our product, which is called Space On. Like when you turn the light on, you can charge the product by the radio frequency. It doesn't have battery in it. It just get the power from the transmitter, so it can be charged.
Okay.
Yeah, if you turn it off like this.
Okay, got it. So it's like, so even this could like power something, like this could hypothetically power a device that doesn't even have like an internal battery.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, got it. Okay. Next question was, so I know you said by 2028, you were hoping to have charging speeds or charging up to like 1 kilowatt.
Yeah, 1 kilowatt.
Okay, that sounds like a lot. So
yeah, it's a lot.
What changes in because I know like now, like right now, even for wired charging, like if we see something that is like 160 watt charging or into the 200s, pretty impressive as it is. So what changes between now and 2028 that enables those faster? Is that just 6G implementation, or is there something else there?
Because it's 6G implementation. Yeah, and even our chip, even now, are getting 3 watts now, but other companies which development their receiver chip, they only receive 0.2 watt.
Okay.
Yeah, but we already receiving 3 watts. So our research team are working hard to make it progress.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is a lot of like getting to that point. Obviously, 6G implementation is a big part of that, but is it also a matter of kind of finding ways to make the RF to DC
That's right.
transmit, making that more efficient? Or is 60% already kind of pushing the limit on how efficient that can be?
Because of the we use GaN technology, so we change the math to for the technology. So with the GaN chip, we can make it better than before.
Okay. And this might be more of like a general 6G question because I haven't looked too much into it rather than something specifically about warp. But I know like right now, I know one like 5G frequency pretty commonly is like 6 gigahertz, I want to say. What is that looking like for 6G? What would be like the high end there? And I have a follow-up question to that, but I'll start there.
We are expecting for 24 gigahertz.
Okay. Now I know we were talking a little bit about like how one kilowatt was kind of on the roadmap. I know like when we use or when usually you use like higher frequencies, they can only propagate at shorter ranges. So like the 1 kilowatt speed, would that still be more for kind of like still remote charging, but it has to be fairly close to the transmitter?
No,
or is that something that could be more diffuse?
If we transport higher power, then we can increase the distance.
Got it. So, and that's the purpose of the amplifier.
Yeah, that's right.
Got it. Okay, makes sense. Thank you. Okay, sweet. So then when we're talking about things like smart cities, you would have sort of, and I think I've seen this this kind of idea before where like you have transmitters in something like streetlights. And that provides kind of like ambient charging for, let's say, any number of like devices that might be in smart cities, whether that be cameras or traffic sensors or what have you.
That's right.
So would the idea then be to have, Warp has its sort of transmitters and power amplifiers in all of like these streetlights and smart cities, and that sort of powers everything around it. And then how much, because like you still have to kind of have, for this to work, you kind of have to have the end-to-end solution, right? Because you have to have the transmitters, but then you also have to have the individual devices that have the RF to DC, losing the word, but you know what I mean. So how much of it is a challenge? How much of a challenge is it for you all to kind of lock in both sides, knowing that like OEMs on both sides kind of have to also work together?
Sorry, I didn't understand right. So can you explain it again?
Yeah. So for this technology to work, you have to have devices that are transmitting.
Yeah.
And maybe that, and usually these things, go in other devices, right? So is it a challenge to work with, other companies that, like, let's say,
I got it.
Right, you have like, okay, let's work with this other company to get our transmitter put in there. Maybe that is like a city-owned streetlight or something. But we also have to work with this other company to put in the receiver.
When the 6G era is emerged, so 5G repeater will be useless. 5G repeaters will be useless. So we're gonna use that 5G repeaters to charge the devices.
Okay.
So if the yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, that's clever. Okay, I like that. So like when 6G comes in, then the 5G stuff will all be kind of just sitting there unused. So then you make use. Ah, okay.
That's right.
Cool. Okay. That's interesting.
Because in the 6G era, we will use the satellite to communicate. So
Got it.
5G repeater will be useless.
Thanks. Okay. And then everything else, like I think from like an environmental standpoint, I kind of understand what you're going for there. Now, and this like in theory, if you sort of had enough like ambient charging just in a city or in a home or in the office or when you're going places, um, would this kind of allow, let's say, smartphones to actually have like smaller battery capacities,
Yeah.
knowing that they could like constantly be charged?
Yeah. The importance of the concept is continuously charging. So even with the really small batteries, the devices will charge continuously. So we don't need any more large batteries for the devices.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I understood that right. Yeah, that's also really interesting. So I think the only other question I would have, to the extent you can talk about it, is has Warp started working with a lot of other like third-party companies to put your transmitters or receivers into their products? And if so, like which ones and what does that look like? I know I saw SK Telecom, LG, and Hyundai on there. But I didn't quite catch like which Warp products are in which things and like so if you can tell me a little bit more about that.
So we made a transmitter for smart factory. So like in the environment of smart factory, there sometimes they cannot put the line in it. Yeah, so we put the transmitter on the ceiling, so the sensors can be charged by RF charging without the line or batteries.
So those three companies are more like using them in like smart factories rather than them being in like something that like an end user would use, right? So it's not like in like a or anything like that, right?
Yeah, that's right. For the sensors now.
Cool. Okay, understood. All right, so yeah, I was wondering about that 5G and 6G. The efficiency question I think is, and then like, so for efficiency, if I understand it right, it's the power amplification that really kind of takes this from, this is theoretically possible to this is actually useful.
Useful, yeah.
Okay, cool. That was my question before because I've heard about RF to DC charging a lot before, and the problem was always that like it's so inefficient and the charging power is so small that like there's just no point. So the amplifier is kind of the thing that sort of changes that a little bit, right?
That's the point. The reception part is really important in this technology. So people usually think that if the wireless charging works, they need to charge the cell phone, right?
Yeah.
For the charging. Yeah, but to charge the cell phone, we need at least 5 watts to charge it. But our technology already achieved up to 3 watts. So end of this year or maybe next year, we are expecting to charge cell phone as well.
Nice. Okay, cool. I think I have a pretty clear idea of like kind of where things are now. So like right now, useful for kind of charging a lot of devices that maybe don't need as much power.
Yeah.
And then sort of the roadmap is going towards, okay, now we can use these for like, end user devices like smartphones and computers, and then eventually much kind of bigger picture like smart city.
Maybe in future, like helicopters.
Yeah, like way in the
Yeah,
future. Okay,
that's right.
cool. Okay, yeah, I think I have a pretty good understanding of that.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Well, yeah. I appreciate your time. I think that was all the questions I had. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Yeah, thank you for the interview.
Of course.
So that concludes the meetup day. Thank you, Mr. Kinney and Mr. Kim, for being part of the meetup today. And thank you so much. And I hope your company will do well in future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You